What's up, guys? So today I'm gonna start a hardcore survival mode. It has permadeath and perma world deletion, and I don't really remember the other settings. I haven't played in quite a while, but we'll see how it goes. I'm also kind of poking around with video and audio software and things for the first time too, so bear with me on that. I've always wanted to poke around and finally have the time and ability to. Alright, so here we are. Bagless and weaponless and foodless and vehicleless. Even keyless. So sad. Right off the bat, always, I just really need a bag, like a big hiking bag. Always check the bedrooms and things. Finding some nails is always nice too, if you find a bat, if you can't get an axe. But spawning in this town, you have the hardware store, which always has axes. It's really nice. Die, zombie, die. First zombie death of the game. Zombies in the bedroom. Close the door. Oh, I can't get to the window. So sad. Oh, zombies are... There they are. Run away! Looking for a bag, looking for a bag. Zombies everywhere. No key. Zombies in the bathroom. Zombie party in the bathroom. Technically, that's why you ideally enter rooms sneaked. Oh, that zombie almost got me too. I should have seen that through the window. Yay. A house alarm. Gotta run away from the house alarm. Still need a bag. And a vehicle. I'm really glad they have finally gotten vehicles into the main build of the game. It's really been a huge necessity for so long. I mean, even something as simple as a motorcycle sprite that ups character speed by 200% or something would be better than just ignoring it. It's like leaving AI out of the game, I can understand, but just like fast movement when you have like a huge map. I remember playing on online servers a few years ago and like running between the two main cities, just like on foot. I would always take the sprinter perk just because, like, if you need to get to the other town, if that's where players are, or if that's where you want to go, it's the only way to get there with no vehicles, no running shoes, no bicycles, or but you know, the way they've done vehicles now, it was well worth the wait. It's very intricate. I like all that is entailed in that. Oh, I found a bag. I found a bag. I found a bag. Yay, I found a bag. Hey, I'll take that bag too. Right, phase 1 is finally complete. Found a bag. Really, I need like 3 bags, but it's beside the point. Yeah, garbage bags are really important too for when the water turns off. If you want to survive somewhere that doesn't have a lake or something, gotta build those water catchers. Tried to, on the mall survival, get it to where I could get on the roof, sledgehammer out like an area where I can't get killed, have enough for a rain collector barrel and like 1 patch of dirt, and just like try to grow like a tomato. And like, man, trying to find like a sledgehammer, a pack of seeds, a bag of dirt, like all that stuff, like without fail, within like the 30 minutes it gives you or whatever, is really hard. It's not even 30 minutes, I don't even know how long it is, but finally got frustrated and couldn't do it and gave up. But I always thought that'd be neat to try to survive on the mall map or something for a really long time. If there's a better way to do it, I don't know. That's just what I could think of at the time. Even building like a roof farm would be kind of neat. Bags of dirt, get up on the roof and put it up there. I wish that when you go out in the middle of nowhere, like maybe they do after like a year or something, but typically whenever you go out in the middle of nowhere, the zombies just kind of like disappear from the game. You wouldn't want to necessarily be like, you know, quite as pestered as you are in town, but you know, giving like meaning to your defenses and stuff like that might actually be kind of exciting. I wish some of the little minigame survival modes were like not like easier, but like a little more like accomplishable. Even like the mall one, like if it gave you just like a little bit more time, like, you know, maybe you could survive against like infinite spawn hordes or something, or maybe if it was even like waves, if there was like a mode. Well, yeah, I guess there is that one mode that hits you in waves, but look at all these bottles on the floor. I wish they were a little less heavy, but there's a zombie banging on the window. Go away, zombie. I'd really like to experiment more with the advanced crafting, like bombs and other random stuff. I've played around with all the carpentry stuff back in the day, but ever since they added the base features for like protecting your base on online mode, I haven't been able to find like open servers with people playing on them. I am curious to see how vehicles work in multiplayer modes. Last time I played, I tested vehicles on multiplayer, but you could only like go so far, and your vehicle would like disappear and all sorts of like real glitchy stuff. So I wonder if what they've done to reduce the server load and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we're finally to the time to get an axe. One reason I like to spawn in this town is the hardware store. It always has axes and nails and tools and fishing stuff, and I mean basically you can just hit up the hardware store and from there just take off to the middle of nowhere and survive off of fish and foraging and stuff like that with all the supplies it gives you. Usually has enough for like a tent even, right next to a little food store. They're even connected throughout the back so you could go get some food. Definitely gonna need a vehicle after this though. Kind of put this stuff away for later use. Usually I just come in here and just ransack everything. Pretty much everything is usable. Especially now with all the new engineering and electronic stuff. Still almost feels like cheating spawning in this town because of this building. I mean, I remember the first time I played, it took me hours and hours to find an axe. And here they are, all aplenty. Usually I find more than 2, but even that's fine. I really like the pickup feature too, where you can pick up furniture and objects and chairs and other stuff like that. That was also needed. Even like, when you want to flat-foot it through the middle of nowhere or something, eventually you get tired, or when you want to go cut down trees, you gotta build a chair, but if your carpentry sucks, and you just gotta be tired. So it's like, yeah. But now you can pick up a chair and take it with you. It's really nice. I like to check this hotel thing. Used to, I would find quite a few like bags and things in this place, or at least like, you know, some useful medication or something. But the last like few playthroughs I've done, it's just like towels and pillows and stuff like that. Stuff that I don't really need at the moment. Let's go see if I can find a sledgehammer. Might be able to get a bag from the hunting store or the cop shop. I usually have luck finding a sledgehammer down here somewhere in these like warehouse buildings, or there's like a little shed out in the back too. It usually has it sometimes. That's another thing about this town. It's smaller than the other one, but like it seems like there are like dedicated spawn places for like anything you need. It's all like somewhere. I haven't really played with some of the newer town spawn locations. One of the last times I played with them was right as they were added, and there wasn't even like lootable furniture anywhere. It's just like, what's going on? How am I supposed to survive? It's not a single item. But now that there's vehicles, maybe I'll take a road trip sometime. Try to clean out the prison or something. I like trying to do that. Or the mall. Thirsty and scared. I'm stomping on this zombie. Getting my leg workout for the day. Sweet. I like trying to kill zombies early on because they have bags and stuff like that. No, there's a little zombie horde. I'll try to be quiet. Let's see. Try to sneak in here. Oh no, that one saw me. That's okay. Try to check these really fast. Go away, zombie, leave me alone. I didn't see one in there. A lot of times there's one in here. Ah. Aww. No arm. It just doesn't want me to have a sledgehammer. Might be able to use that alarm though and try to check these cars or get some gas over here. You should be able to put fuel inside like bottles and things like that. I wonder if they made the generators powering the gas station like standard in the game yet. I think I read that. I haven't tried it yet. Good lordy. Zombies are coming out of nowhere. You should be able to sleep in cars. Oh yeah, speaking of sleeping, I think it's called the like restless sleep perk or something like that. I think it's a negative perk, but it actually is good because if a zombie like breaks down a door or a window, you're like a light sleeper, so you'll wake up and they won't kill you in your sleep. And in single player, I mean, with multiplayer too, sleep is usually just inconsequential. It's kind of like automatic fast travel stuff. I might should speed up some of these long runs in future videos. I don't know about all software, but the video software I'm using at the moment makes me like cut the video into slices before I can change the playback speed. Rewatching the video over and over gets a little monotonous. That's okay. Trying to make it exist in a relatively high quality status seems pretty cool, especially for a permadeath mode. I like the spin radar doing little ballerina stuff. Stuff like that became like really helpful online with like PvP. And I really liked online play with this game with PvP active and no safe houses. Like trying to intellectually hide your base, whether it's like you just build stairs and levitate your base and then knock out the stairs, but as you log out of the server or go deep in the forest or try to hide in the corner of an office building and make it look normal, or now, I mean, you could just, you know, have a crapped out vehicle somewhere, take off the wheels or something and hide your stuff in there maybe. Oh yeah, but the PvP, it was always so fun. Like, it's like little gangs would just naturally form of like both friends and just like random players, and they'd end up stalking some intersection or something and waiting for people to show up and take their food. Especially with like so many people logging on and off, like, you know, collecting some food and dying or quitting. It's like, you know, it made resources sometimes harder to come by. But man, PvP was just so awesome. It even like made it where killing zombies was even more relevant, because like occasionally you'd kill like a zombie that used to be a human player, and you know, you get like a big hiking bag full of like, I don't know, food or, you know, ammunition or something. It even made guns, because like guns in single player, you know, they have their uses, but you know, honestly, self-defense isn't really like, they're not really that useful for it. But in multiplayer, you know, like controlling humans, you know, just like firing your pistol at someone, you know, even if your accuracy is terrible, like, it's still scary to have to deal with a bullet wound. Unless you would just kind of like spam create new characters. But it was always nice to have the ability to make a new character if you die, but, you know, try to treat each character as if they were important. Try to level up your skills, especially on like PvP. Like, whoever's faster, you know, can outrun the other. You still need your like strength and your carrying capacity and like all that stuff. Just start taking everything I can. Now that I found a vehicle. Gotta try to gather what I need or what I can use and go set up a base somewheres. I usually like to go to like the fishing house, hang out there for a little bit. It's relatively like close to town. Easy to find. Zombie free, has a lake, lets you fish. Get kind of used to surviving from farming and fishing. I also like some of the places on like the edge of the map. Like there's that river down to like the south. There's like an old abandoned shack. And it says like survive here if you dare or something like that. But I like that place. I used to go there a lot on the multiplayer servers because I'd feel like it would be a relatively hot spot for more advanced players to try to just get away from all the violence. A lot of the initial part of this game is just kind of like sneaking and avoiding and spam collecting resources. Then you get a lot of organizing time and farming time and a couple of little monotonous things to do, get set up. But then you get free reign. Or at least that's the way I play. I guess you could always just try to, I don't know, build a fortification in the middle of town and like plant the packet of seeds like right as you get it, or meaning, you know, just try to survive with what you have. I like to get like a nice little setup going though. And going into panic mode is entertaining, but it's not always the most ideal. I always like the like audio of this game. Zombies growls and the music and the sound effects. They're all really nice. I guess I should turn off my friend notifications when I'm recording, huh? Food. Let's go grab some food. I should have come here while this was all fresh on the shelves and stuff. Oh well. It's not like I could ever eat all this food anyway. Or at least functionally. It'd all go bad by the time it really came to it. I remember on back before like nutrition, I don't even really know what nutrition affects, but like whenever I would play online, like orange soda was just like the best item in the world. Like it gave you food, it gave you thirst, it gave you a container afterwards. Like it's like orange soda and potato chips. That's all I would eat on those servers. I'd just collect that. I'd use it as currency sometimes. It's just like, you know, it's one thing if you grow lettuce or something that'll spoil, or scavenge like canned goods that you need a can opener to and are kind of heavy, but when it's like potato chips that are like 0.01 pounds and orange soda that's like the same weight as water, it's just like, yeah, I survive on junk food. Just like in real life. Hoorah. Let's go find somewhere to call home. Try not to run over anything while I'm sorting my inventory. I remember one of the first times I like hit something hard enough to like legitimately get injured. I died, just like, and like I never really thought about, you know, traumatic injury from hitting a tree going 95 miles an hour down the highway or something like that. I mean, I thought about that in real life, but not like in the game since they implemented vehicles. I don't know, I thought this might be like a god or something. Or like most games, you know, there's usually not like collision damage. It's kind of funny. I also like that now the vehicle kills add to your zombie kill count. I wonder if it counts as like a weapon or how it saves or records those kills. So I kind of forgot exactly how you get to the lake house, but that's okay. We'll just drive down these roads anyway. There's a lake. Hey, there's some houses. Hey, I can park a bunch of cars here. Yeah, you know, this doesn't look that bad. I've never survived here before. Let's go check it out. See if it's overrun or anything. Hello? Housekeeping? Any zombies home? I hope not. Sometimes trying to find the light switches are a little frustrating. And honestly, sometimes the light switches are not where they would be in real life. It's like even if you're at some new house that you've never been to before, like, you know, the light switches tend to be in relatively intuitive places by the doors or something, not like the middle of the room. A couple zombies in there. Need to drop my stuff and get my axe. Try to be not over encumbered. I'm hungry too. Where'd that other one go? There it is. I hope that wasn't like a third one. Kill it. Might make this one my house. Let's see what the south rooms look like. I like having a room on the south so I can see like the rope dangle out the window or whatever for when you make that for an escape if downstairs gets overrun. I've never really had a need for it. I think I escaped like apartments in a city one time with like a rope dangle thing. PvP servers, those are really useful if you seal like stairways, like seal off the second floor of a house. You can remove and place the rope out the window. So then like people need like advanced carpentry or something like that, which, you know, they could always just spawn as like a badass carpenter and spend like 15 minutes cutting some wood. But you know, if they want to go through all that trouble to just to get in your base, then hide it in the middle of nowhere, I guess. But just like a lot of times, I use the carpentry skill as like a why am I scared? Anyway, as like a key to get into bases, like having to be able to build like stairways at level whatever it is, 6 or something like that. You can use that to your advantage. I liked building staircases in the middle of nowhere just to, you know, see if people were up there, or to set a random booby trap. It used to be so easy to fall off of stairs and break your leg. It was kind of like a human control kind of thing. It's like, stay away from my base or you might fall down some stairs. Oh man. There it is. Oh, there's a couple. Oh man, where'd it go? Oh man. It's dark in that bathroom. There we go. Now, so many times when I die in this game, it's because of not sneaking into a room, or because I kept my back to like somewhere I thought was safe for too long. So I always try to stand in corners or like away from potential entryways that I might have, you know, because sometimes, especially if you're like tired or hungry or something, sometimes your character just doesn't, or your screen, your computer doesn't load that little image of that little 3D model character guy. Alright, got all the houses clear, I think. Time to organize some inventory. I'll go ahead and leave some of this initial organization in just to kind of have some bearings of how I set everything up or something. But I might make a video soon after this, or technically not a video. I might play soon after this and not record it, of me just like, you know, kind of setting up a farm or organizing a bunch of inventory. Because just like, you know, cutting down trees and organizing food and other items in various locations isn't that super entertaining. I guess technically, like, you know, farming randomly for mass items in town probably isn't all that entertaining either, but there's always the threats of danger. But when I'm just kind of puttering around, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and you know, if you have any recommendations, any cool programs to check out, or you know, any ideas or anything, just throw a comment on the video and, you know, subscribe or whatever it is that people say. But till then, I guess I'm just gonna organize some inventory and call it my first game of this survival mode, permadeath, hardcore thing.